Hi, I'm Chris Thompson, and today on The Business Behind the News, I'm talking about the rise of energy-hungry AI data centers and the impact that they're having on the data center industry, and some of the more unusual places, let's say, that they're beginning to be built. Let's get into it. The rise of artificial intelligence isn't just a technological marvel. It's an economic force that's fundamentally reshaping how we think about infrastructure. We're talking about AI data centers, which are quickly becoming the bedrock of our digital economy. The growth here is frankly staggering. The industry is projected to swell from $236.44 billion in 2025 to a colossal $933.76 billion by 2030, according to the firm MarketsandMarkets. That's a compound annual growth rate of 31.6%. That's almost unheard of. But here's the real story, and it's a big one. All this computational horsepower demands an almost unfathomable amount of electricity. As of 2023, data centers in the US alone consumed around 176 terawatt-hours, or 4.4% of the United States' total electricity. By some estimates, that number could even triple by 2028. This isn't just about plugging in another server rack. It's about a vast and rapidly expanding energy footprint. When you're dealing with electrical demands of this scale, you start to see some unusual partnerships emerge. Big tech companies aren't just buying power. They're getting into the power generation business themselves. Don't believe me? Well, in 2024, Microsoft inked a 20-year deal with Constellation Energy to power the data centers with nuclear energy coming from the notorious 3 Mile Island Unit 1 reactor, which is soon to be rebranded Crane Clean Energy Center. See what they did there with the rebranding? Genius! And this isn't a small side project. It's a $1.6 billion investment in restarting a decommissioned nuclear facility that can produce 819 megawatts of clean energy. What about Google, you might ask? Well, they're not very far behind. Google is jumping into the nuclear industry with small modular nuclear reactors, or SMRs, from a California startup called Kaios Power, with a target of bringing its first commercial reactor online by 2030. These moves by giants like Microsoft and Google underscore a very simple economic reality. To scale AI, you have to be consistent and have massive, increasing carbon-free power. The sheer energy appetite of AI is pushing companies to consider locations they might have seemed, well, unconventional to say the least before. Why is that? Well, it turns out that cooling all of these servers is an incredibly energy-intensive endeavor. That's why cold climates are suddenly becoming prime real estate for data centers, offering natural cost savings from cooling. We're seeing facilities like the Benhoff Data Center in Stockholm, Sweden, carved out of a former nuclear bunker 100 feet underground in the White Mountains. Or consider the Leffendal Mine Data Center in Norway, which is built 150 meters into a mountain and cooled by glacial water. Microsoft even experimented with Project Natick, an underwater data center prototype off the Orkney Islands in Scotland, leveraging the ocean as a giant heat sink. These aren't just engineering oddities, they're pragmatic solutions to massive operational challenges. So what does this all mean for the future? As AI continues its relentless expansion, the demand for dedicated AI data center infrastructure, and crucially, the enormous quantities of electricity they consume, will only intensify. Projections indicate that the US AI data center power demand could balloon more than 30-fold by 2035, soaring from 4 gigawatts in 2024 to a staggering 123 gigawatts by 2035. This isn't just a trend. It's a fundamental recalibration of our entire energy needs here in the United States. It means continued significant investment in everything from large-scale nuclear power plants to truly innovative geography placement of those energy-hungry data centers. The reality is, the future of AI is inextinguishably linked to our ability to generate and deliver unprecedented amounts of reliable energy. It's a challenge that's transforming both the tech landscape and the global energy market. Thanks for listening to my hot take about the insatiable hunger of the AI data center industry. If you haven't already, smash that like button and do me a solid and subscribe to my channel so you can be notified next time I drop a hot take. Thanks.